Well, hey, friends. I'm excited. I didn't think I would have any time to record today, but I have a little pocket. So here I am, and I don't even have that much. So hopefully we'll be able to just whip right through it all, and I can give you guys all my fun updates. My name is Sarah, coming to you from Northeast Ohio, just east of Cleveland, if you're familiar with the area. And I'm going a little rogue today. I have been trying really hard to write down like thoughts and things on a notepad, and I just, like I said, I didn't think I'd even have time today, so I didn't even bother with notes. So let's see where this gets us. I don't have any finished objects. I just have a few WIPs to show and not even that much life stuff. So let's get to it. Should I show you first? Let's start with summer sock camp because I'm really excited. My fun little Sassy Sacks bag. I've showed this before, but I just really, oh my God, it just screams summer to me. I love it so much. So for my first sock, I did discuss this last week. I did stick with my plan. I decided to just do a vanilla sock. I'm using this beautiful self-striping yarn from Dion or Dion. I have not figured out how to say her yarn company's name. So this is that. Oh, I just realized, oh my God, it's so funny. I was wondering why my eye looked like so weird on my phone, and it's just because I normally record it this way. So I'm like, there's a lot more of me this way than, oh my God. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And this is her colorway Rose Garden. And I love this yarn. It is working up really nicely. It's very soft, which it's just nice to work with. So I am this far. I think I am actually almost ready to start the toe. Well, this is going to be some adjusting here. Okay. So here's this. And then for the heel and the toe, I am just using Stroll fingering weight, which is a from Knit Picks. What's the color? Goldenrod Heather. So this is just what I'm using for heel and toe on these guys. I don't like to do a heel flap and gusset with self-striping yarn. I just don't love the way it looks. It's a me thing. So I was doing the contrast. But as we know, I can't just like get through a project without there being some weirdo flub. I actually had to do this heel flap and gusset, which is the heel I learned to make socks on. I had to do it 3 times. It's just like so stupid because I originally had, why did I have to redo it the first time? Oh, because I originally did the leg down to this yellow stripe here and then did the heel, and I did not like the way, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get it really. I just didn't like the way this goldenrod color was looked right next to this stripe. So I backed it up and did it between this white and this green here. And then I think if I measured correctly, I think I just have to do the rest of this pink stripe and then I'll be flipping to the toe again. So I'm almost done with my first sock of the pair, which is very exciting. Why did I have to do the heel 2 other times though? So I redid it the first time because I didn't like the yellow next to the goldenrod. But why didn't I like it other? Oh, so then when I did it the second time, I did too many heel flap rows. So I ran out of yarn and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. So I peeled it all back. I realized my mistake. I peeled it all back and I redid it again. So anyway, it doesn't matter. So first WIP coming along good. I'm hoping actually to have this done today. I think I'll have some time. I have to go to a meeting at my son's high school tonight for an upcoming trip. So I should have like a bit of time to work on this. I'm sure I'll finish the first sock. So that'll be exciting. One half of a pair will be done. And then what's next? Oh, let's just go off the top of the pile here. My Emmanuel tee is going so much better now. I talked about all my woes with this last week, and I'm really happy with the progress I've made. So this little stitch, oh my gosh, this little stitch marker right here that you can't even see. So that's where I was. So I didn't quite have the V-neck done, and I did not quite have it, I wasn't in the round yet. So this is where I am now. I think that's like a good bit of progress. And then of course, obviously the beautiful back. Oh God, I just love that so much. It's so pretty. I talked about before about how my gauge is super different when I'm going back and forth knitting with my purl stitches. They're way, way looser. So I talked about changing my needle size and all of that. I do still notice a line where I joined in the round, right here. You can kind of see it. Ignore that. That's where I joined yarn. But like right here, you can see this line going across. So I'm hoping, yeah, right there. I'm hoping that it can like block out enough that it won't bother me. Because I by the time I saw it and really noticed it, I didn't want to go back and do this all again. So I'm hoping that it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. It's bothering me right now because I really see it right there. Ugh. Anyway, I'm going to power through because I really just want this done as a garment, and hopefully after blocking, it will just be one of those things that like only I notice or like a knitter would notice, but I don't have any knitting friends except for one in real life. So basically like nobody's going to notice it as long as it blocks out good. And then I am, just for reference again, I am using this, this is from Stash, Bernat Softy Baby Cotton in the colorway Feather Gray. It's like 80, what is it again? I think it's 80%, where's it at? I'm sorry, 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. So hopefully that'll be nice for the summertime. I'm going to, I think my plan though is, what do I have left? I think my plan is to just finish the ball that I'm working with, and then I'm going to go back and do it's an applied I-cord neckline, and then I'm going to go back and do that and do the sleeves so that I can do a proper try-on to see how much longer I want it to go. I should have plenty of yarn. I have, this is what I still have left of what's attached right now, and then I have 2 more full balls of this. So I should definitely have enough to make it whatever length I want. So very excited for that plan. Just chugging right along with it. I really, really love it. Especially now that I'm just like going in the round and really only have to worry about that back lace panel. It's so nice. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm I'm not great at finishing garments, so I'm super excited about that. Oh, and this is a Sassy Sacks bag too. I really just love her bag so much. What's next? Oh, let's do my ginger wrap. So this is the ginger wrap by Alexandra Tavel from Two of Wands. And I really, 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 really thought I was going to have this done for today. But, alas, I don't. That's okay. It should be totally done. And then at least it should be done by next week. And then I'll have time to block it and everything by then as well. So this is the beautiful lace pattern that it's creating. And I was right here last week. And then I've done literally almost all of it. Look at that. I think it's like 15 stitches left. So there should not be a reason why I don't have this done by next week. Plus, I just want it. It's like so close to being done. I just want it. And this yarn is Two of Wands yarn that she does with Lion Brand. It's her Color Theory. Well, she has a few, but this is her Color Theory, which I think is a DK weight. It says a medium. It's a number 4. And it is 100% acrylic. It's in the colorway Caper. So can you tell? Green's my color. I love green. I'm even wearing green leggings. Whatever. So that's that, and this is in a bag by Sassy Sacks as well. I went bananas a couple weeks ago and bought a bunch of summer bags. So, and then my last WIP, boy, I better slow down. This has only been like 10 minutes. My last WIP is a new cast on. It's literally not even in a project bag yet. It's still in the plastic bag that the yarn was shipped in. I had talked about wanting to make the Melody cardigan, and I had purchased some yarn from Knit Picks to do so. So I will first show you the yarn. The Melody cardigan is a very, very airy garment. It is a free pattern, and I forgot to mention last week, she does have 2 different versions of it. She has a lightweight and then like a little bit thicker. I can't quite remember the yarn weight of the other one, but she basically has like a spring version and then like an autumn version. So I opted for the spring one because I did recognize that it was a hole in my wardrobe. So I don't even know if these are I'm sure they're not the right fibers for summertime. But again, I wear sweatshirts and sweaters all summer long. I wear them all year. I don't, I wear them all year. So the like yarn, what am I trying to say? What the yarn is made of, I don't know if that will super affect me. But again, I also don't have a lot of knit or crochet garments, like handmade garments in my wardrobe. Like all my wardrobe basically is store-bought clothing. So I'm still learning. So I bought this alpaca cloud fingering, again from Knit Picks. This is Arabella Heather. It's just a very beautiful dark green. Oh, I didn't even realize this is green too. It's a really pretty dark green. It's got just a little bit of heathering in it. And then to pair along with it, I got their Aloft lace weight mohair. And this is the color Mountain Fern Heather. So I had my first, like, again, I literally don't know what I'm doing with knitting, with pairing, with anything. So I see all these people buying or using mohair along with blah, blah, blah to create a beautiful, like a totally different color than the 2 separate. So I was like, oh, I'll buy these 2, and then maybe together it'll give me this like really beautiful, like, I don't know. I had a color in my head, but like a huntery green. I don't know. I just thought it would give me like this really beautiful like shade somewhere in between the 2, right? Not even thinking that the Melody cardigan is like this open, airy cardigan. So you don't have that dense fabric of like all the examples that I had been seeing. It doesn't matter. This is my like lack of knitting knowledge, and it just makes me laugh. So anyway, either way, I'm very happy with how it's turning out. I immediately cast it on like the moment I got the yarn, because it actually ended up coming like a day earlier than anticipated. So I dropped everything and cast it on, and then I don't know why, but then I haven't picked it up in like a million days either. So, that's also the issue when you have so many WIPs, right? Is like picking what you want to work on. Anyway, you just want to see it. And I'm not trying to stall. I'm trying to get it all situated here. So this is all I have thus far. So, I don't really know what I was expecting, I guess, pairing this together. But I do not dislike it. The mohair gives it this like really like odd shimmer. I don't know. So I am through. I don't even know where I'm through. Nowhere yet. But the pattern's pretty easy to follow. It by no means does she like hold your hand, but it's a raglan cardigan. So if you've done a raglan sweater, you totally get the gist of it. I think I even miscounted some of my rows, but it'll all work out in the end. So I'm not, not really anywhere yet, but can you picture it? Hopefully it's going to be cute. So I like the coloring so far a lot. It's not at all what I thought it was, but again, I don't know what I was thinking. So that's where I'm at with that. And this is great too, because it's on, where are we at? It's on, what am I using? I'm using 8mm, which is a US, I think this side tells me what a US, it's a US 11. I can't remember if that's what she calls for in the pattern. I want to say she calls for one size bigger, but I didn't have it, or maybe she does one size smaller. I can't quite remember, but I don't think I had what she recommended. Or maybe this is. I don't know. Whatever. But it's going very well. I do want to give this some more love. I think I just got really tied up with the Emmanuel tea and the ginger wrap, because the ginger wrap was like so close to being finished, and really when you spend some time on it, it just like flies right by. And then the Emmanuel tea, I just gotten into such a nice little rhythm of like working in the round. And this is a little more thought-provoking right now, only because I'm with the raglan increases. So I don't know what my excuse is for this, but whatever. I do love it, and I am excited to have it, and I will eventually get back to it, that's for sure. But yeah, it's like, I haven't even put it in a project bag yet. Oh, that would be nice if I did that for this guy. So that's all that. I really am. My temperature blanket has. It's becoming such a drag, but I want to finish it just to like prove to myself that I can finish it. I think like a month and a half behind now. I feel like every time I sit down and I do 3 or 4 days of it, then I step away from it for like a week. So I can't quite get obviously caught up, but I do need to. It's just all those ends. Oh my God. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know what I was thinking. But all the yarn I talked about last time, it's not in yet except for my stuff from Knit Picks. I had purchased a bunch of yarn for summer sock camp and a Barbie mystery yarn, which I knew that wasn't going to get delivered. I think that's mid-July, I think. But I am very impatiently waiting. All of my yarn from Cashmere and Coconuts, I think is the name of the Etsy store. Just because it's like, oh my God, it's just so good. I literally keep going back to my Etsy purchase of it and just like staring at all the colors because I'm just like so excited for them. And I'm excited to show you guys too. As soon as I get them, I will obviously, of course, show them. I don't think they're going to be here until maybe the second week of June was the estimated time frame, I believe. We haven't shipped or anything yet. So that'll be exciting to look forward to. And then I have no idea what socks I'm going to make with them, but I'll figure it out. What else is going on? I did buy a little bit more yarn, but it doesn't count. And we will also here, I'm going to post my no buy try. I'm at this many days. Oh yeah. I'm getting back on track. But I did buy 2 more bouts of yarn, but they don't count, like I just said. One of them, I am making a granny square blanket. It's just a simple granny square, but she really liked these colors and I thought it would just be easy enough to follow the pattern for this. So I'll show that. But she's buying the yarn for it. So that's why I say it doesn't actually count. I just wanted to snag all the yarn. Joann's, which is a local chain store to me, was having a sale. So I just grabbed as many colors as I could find that were similar. They're not going to be exact because they used, what's that yarn brand called? Paint Box, I think. They used those colors or that yarn and those colors, and it's just not something that's like readily available for me. So I just got similar ones. And then the second yarn bout that I bought that again does not count is because it is for a gift knit for a new baby that is going to be joining our world in the fall. And I really don't have, like out of all the yarn I have, I just don't have blanket quantities, even for like a baby blanket. And there was a very specific pattern, I'll put it up here as well, that I wanted to make for the new baby. And whenever I'm doing a new, well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I was very worried about trying to match yarn that would be appropriate. So I've never ever done this before, but I just got the recommended yarn, which is the Drops, I think it's Drops Big Merino, I think is what it's called, which I also didn't realize was not readily available to me in the US. So I but I found somebody like through Amazon that's in somewhere really, really far from me that will ship it. So that is going to be delivered. I think that was also the second week of June. So that's going to be like a big yarn delivery week for me. That's exciting. So I did go ahead and get that recommended because I really just want the yarn. I want the blanket to turn out how it's supposed to. And I've struggled before with patterned blankets with them turning out similar to what like the pattern's intended for. I don't know. I still struggle a lot with picking out the right weights and the right contents of yarn. So just went with what was recommended. It was the easiest thing to do. It wasn't like any kind of insane amount of money. But again, doesn't count because it is a gift knit, and I definitely do not have any amount of yarn for baby blanket quantity kind of thingamajig. So that's it, you guys. Oh my God, that's all the knitting. Oh my God. That was it. Still reading the Sarah J. Maas Courts of, I don't remember the name of it, but I'll put the picture up here. It's the third book. I'm almost done with it. I only have like a few more chapters left, which is good because it's due back to my library in like 4 days. So I need to finish that, and then I will probably start listening to Turtles All the Way Down because I still have that saved in my library. So I'll probably do that next. And then I am still watching We're Here on HBO Max. I'm not so much binge watching it anymore. I'm more sprinkling it in between things. My husband and I finished Schitt's Creek. I immediately started rewatching it on my own because I'm just really obsessed with that show. And then I also, what did I just finish that I was, oh my gosh, Bridgerton, the first part of season 3 of Bridgerton. I just finished watching that last night. I love Bridgerton. I'm surprised I do. It's not really, I didn't think it was my thing, but I also didn't think that like Sarah J. Maas's writings were my thing either, and they are. So I don't know. I don't know my things, I guess. All the things are my things. So I just finished watching that last night, which was awesome. And then I don't know if I super have time, but I might just go back and start Bridgerton from the beginning and rewatch all of it before the second part of season 3 comes out, just for kicks, because I need something to watch anyway, and yeah, why not? So I think that's it. I don't think I've watched any movies or anything. I think that's it. Life stuff's pretty standard right now. Soccer season's over for my youngest. He finished that. It's the end of school. Friday's the last day of school for my kids, May 31st. There's a lot of kids that got out last week, but they're still there this week. So they're in their final stages, and then all heck breaks loose for summer because I don't know what we're going to be doing with them, or what we're going to be doing as a family, I should say. I don't mean to make it sound so negative. I just want to try to keep them busy because they're just all in the stages right now of just wanting to play video games and online things with their friends. But we do need fresh air as well. I think that's all of it. My middle son had a birthday over the weekend along with my aunt. It was also my mom's birthday over the weekend too. So we did have like a little Memorial Day party, got together, celebrated everybody. That really is it. Okay. I'm like babbling. That is all. This was very, very short. I don't even know what to do with myself. And I hope you guys have a really, really great day, a great evening, great week. And I hope to be back next week. All right. Bye.